Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of IP&O from home. We're, of course, live from the couch in my living room. Today we have another special guest, Nyree Agbara from Employee Services. Hello, Nyree. What's up?
Oh,
Hi, Nyree.
all is well. All is well. Can't complain.
Good.
I mean, you can, but you really can't complain,
Well,
right? Enough going on in this world, that's for sure.
yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Okay, so we have a few questions about employee services, and then just about how you've been dealing with the quarantine in general.
Yeah.
So first, pretty generally, what has it been like working in an employee services role during this crisis?
Well, I think for everyone, it's been a huge adjustment, right? So I'd just like to first say that even though we're not physically in the office, we are available via email, via telephone, Skype, and we just still want to maintain that connection to the employees of IP&O. So we've been adjusting, we've been adapting. We're here, we're available. Sorry for the noise in the background.
That's the norm now.
I'd be more concerned if there wasn't noise.
Well,
At
that's
this point, I feel like I feel like so far everyone we've talked to, there's been something going on.
Exactly.
yeah. They've given their they've
And this is
the kids
actually
are over.
part of the adjustment, right? Having
Right.
to be at home with the kids and try to keep them calm, and especially on web calls. Like,
Yeah.
put myself on mute. um, but it's been interesting,
Yeah.
a lot of questions.
Yeah. What's like you said, you're always available, and I'm sure people right now have a lot of questions, and there's a lot up in the air. What's the best way for people to, reach out and get in touch with employee services?
Perfect. So our phone number is the main line. So someone is always available to answer the call between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. That number is 848 445 2817. And then our email address is es_requests@ipo.rutgers.edu.
Great.
Okay, great. So just from one parent to another, how's that been? How's that adjustment been for you personally, working from home and having to deal with being a caretaker and also, having to do your job somehow during that process? What's that been like?
Oh boy. Well, as you can hear, it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. But overall, I kind of look at it from an optimistic standpoint because, while we're working, we spend most of our time at work. And especially when we're physically in the office, that time is not spent with our children.
Right.
But it's really been given me the opportunity to get to know them a lot more, spend more time with them, and watch them just grow right in front of my eyes. So it's been
Right.
really interesting. Yeah, it's been a joy.
Yeah, it has been a blessing in that way.
Mm.
I think having kids who are at school age, I don't know how old your kids, but do you have, I'm assuming you have kids in school age?
Yes, yes. So one just turned 3 today. It's his birthday today, so he's 3.
That's
Oh,
Um,
amazing.
cool.
That's amazing. Because right here, my co-host right here, who I'm going to turn the microphone a little bit, Kylie, whose birthday is it today?
this one right here. Kalena, say
It's also her birthday today.
it's her birthday today.
Yes.
Whoa.
Seriously?
What are the odds?
Oh
An
my
impromptu birthday party. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
so
wow, Kalena. Oh my goodness. Let me go get him.
yeah, so we have the birthday party edition of IP&O from home today.
Yeah,
Wow.
another IP&O from home first. Not just one birthday, dual birthdays.
2 birthdays. Hey, somebody's not happy about getting old, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, Yeah, see what I've done is I've managed to I set up my living room tables so that way they can sort of do their schoolwork while I'm working, and so that's kind of the way I've managed to do this, because I can't, I got sick of running back and forth. At first I had put them in another room because it would be a little bit more quiet, but then that became unmanageable because you have to go from A to B so many times during the day because they have questions for their schoolwork and things like that.
Yeah.
So just what kind of adjustments have you made, like that you found that works for you and that might work for other people?
We have the dining room table. Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm lucky enough that my husband and I we're partners. So he's actually working from home as well. So when he's not on a call and I'm on a call, I'll send the boys down to him in the basement. But and today happens to be a day where they're off from school, so there's no virtual classes today. So I have to try and keep them busy. So thank goodness for technology. We have the iPads. I know that there's this stigma against having too much screen time, but at this point, whatever helps.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with the stigma at all. My
off.
wife definitely doesn't want them on the screen time as much as I will allow them to be on screen time. My argument is they're going to be on screens literally their whole lives, and that's going to be like the bulk of their career and how they work, so they better get used to it. It depends on what's on the screen, right?
That's right. And so we there you go. We have so many educational apps on there, and we definitely have the restrictions on there because they love Roblox and all that. And I said, no, that's just
Roblox is very big in this house.
Wow, I'm way out of touch. I don't even know what Roblox is.
You guys are like
I got nothing from that. I didn't understand one word of it.
Kylie, do you want to tell them what Roblox is? They can't see you. Come here.
Rich, I think your mic is from your headphones too. She might have to talk into that.
A bunch of other games.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
It's like a website that has a bunch of other games in it.
Cool. What do you do there?
He's asking, what do you do there? What games do you play? And you like to build houses too, right?
Nice.
All right. Well, that's I think that's going to take up the bulk of her birthday today, is playing Roblox. Because,
nice. Did you make a cake?
The cake's in progress right now.
That's the only important thing.
That's right.
I have a question for both you guys.
Sure.
Do your guys' kids like not being in school and doing everything from home, or would they prefer to be in school? Because I feel like me, when I was a kid, for like the first week or two, I would be like psyched about it, and then after that, I would kind of just want to go back. Is that like their feelings about it too?
They are so over it. I think they miss the structure. They miss being around their friends. Being active, especially. And I think they're tired of me. To be honest.
Do you miss being at school? You really do? Do you like Dad working from home, or do you miss it when he just leaves for a few hours and...
The silence speaks volumes. I think we all know the answer to that.
Like, I don't know how to answer that. There's the right answer,
birthday.
And then there's the answer that I feel.
So this is my son, Obina. He is, how old are you?
8.
Okay.
8. That's a good age.
Do you miss school?
Not really.
No.
So you like being home?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I only have like a little bit of work, no aftercare.
Yeah,
because there's less work. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And I have no aftercare.
Oh, so that's good. So how have you been finding ways to keep yourself busy outside of your schoolwork?
After I'm done with my schoolwork, I sometimes play something on the computer, but Mama tells me to get off of it. Not Friday yet.
Well, today's
Also,
Because it's not Friday.
yeah,
Today's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
and it's a
I'll
day.
tell you what.
It's Freedom Friday. We call
There we
it.
go.
Friday,
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know, Rich and Paul, you guys work out, right? So you might want to start taking notes. He's 8 years old and he's already bigger than both of
Right there, thank you.
you.
Yeah, and that's actually another thing that we do too. So I try to keep some sort of a structure. So I get them up really early just so that they have that same,
Right.
routine. And so they get up I get them up at 5:30 in the morning. They hate it. I was like, okay, come on, let's go. I'm like a drill sergeant in the morning,
Wow.
believe it or not. And so I'll put on Beachbody and I'll do the exercises. 5:30, usually between 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning, just a half hour just to get them going because they're not outside. They're not,
Right.
gym. So, and then, we'll eat breakfast and then we'll get them started with their classwork.
Right. We're a little less rigid. We're a little less with it at 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, I've let them sleep in more often than not. As long as they get their schoolwork done by, I usually set like 3 o'clock. Then I'll give them a little bit of game time after that,
All
before
right.
dinner, and then, but that's it.
Yeah, that works. Cheers.
And how have you both felt about assuming the role of teacher in this time?
Oh,
Like, has that been a struggle or?
It with one of my children, Ugonna. Oh boy, it's like this. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's and don't you understand, Rich? It's like you have so many different roles that you're playing. I mean,
Yeah.
we have roles on a daily basis, like we all have roles, right? We're sons, daughters,
Mhm.
mothers, cooks.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, it's a challenge because the way they teach math,
Yes.
what?
Yeah,
It's
they
so
have.
different from how I learned it and what I remember from when I went to school. At an
Right.
elementary level, it almost seems like it's at a high school level.
Yeah,
It's
that's
interesting.
exact. Yeah, my daughters are learning math that I know I didn't touch until at the very earliest, 8th grade, and they're like in 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
amazing.
it's crazy, but I've also I like cooking, so
Oh,
that part I don't mind. That part I've been able to do more and not be so tired when I get home to actually do it. So that's been a blessing, but the being a teacher part is definitely by far the hardest in
oh
my
yeah. Oh yeah, but thank goodness I think with the support of the teachers, they are available and
Yeah.
they've been so helpful and just so great through this process.
Yeah.
And we actually, the schools are closed for the remainder of the school year in our district. So
Ours too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
With like the teaching stuff in math, a few weeks ago my niece called me because she had a problem with her math homework, and I guess my brother like wasn't like around or something that day, and so she sent a picture of it to me and then called me, and she's I think in middle school. And I looked at it and I was like, I've never seen this before in my entire life. And I was like,
I
I
understand.
didn't want to say like, no, I can't help you with that. So I'm like, all right, guess I'm relearning algebra again.
Yep.
So like I
Yeah.
went and like did a whole
I
lesson
do.
plan myself so I understood it.
Yes, and it's funny that you say that, Paul, because it's almost like you're learning along with them, and
Yes.
Yeah.
you almost feel like you're in school too, or back in school.
Mhm.
um, I also wanted to say too. So episode 7, you had Dr. Conway, and
Right.
I felt that was so informative, and it's great because it's like a reminder that we have to take care of ourselves in order to take care of our family, and we have to remember that they are going through the same things that we're going through in this pandemic, and they're human beings, and we have to remember that they're little human beings, and they feel the same anxieties that we feel. And so
Right.
thank you so much for that episode because it was awesome. And even I think the episode even before, you have some competition with that beard there.
I know. I didn't want to say anything because it's kind of been like my thing going on, but I did trim it a little bit.
I noticed.
His beard kit came in.
See, but like then I did order a beard kit which had like a beard comb and beard oil and beard stuff, so I didn't even want to trim it because like now I feel like I'm wasting the beard
Ate one.
Oh, I wish you could send me a cupcake digitally.
Oh Lord. See,
All right, guys.
this is the challenge.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've been snacking more than I ever have in my entire life during this. So
Huh?
cupcakes are like right in the wheelhouse right now.
And you know what? Like going along with what Rich was saying, how you don't mind cooking and now like you have time. I feel like now I'll just make like wacky recipes of anything because it's like, what else am I doing all day? You know, like
Yeah.
I don't care if cooking
Yeah.
dinner takes me 2.5 hours because it's like,
Yeah.
all right, it's either I cook for 2.5 hours or I do nothing for 2.5 hours. So
Right.
Exactly.
We play Chopped here. We have like I'll go through the pantry and I'll pick 4 or 5 things out that have to be included, and then Kelly cooks, and then I get to judge her meal at the end of it.
Oh, that's so cool.
She's a very good cook though, so I never have anything to critique. I just enjoy the food.
Awesome.
Green beans and raspberries.
Yep.
Go.
I thought I threw a curveball at her the first time we tried it with brown sugar and spicy peppers, and she just made this delicious pasta with it.
See, now you're making me
Somehow.
hungry. It's almost lunchtime
Yep.
too.
Mhm.
Pasta was not the thing I was expecting you to say after those two things.
Yeah, me either. It wasn't what I was expecting to eat, but she did it.
All right, guys. Well, I think that we can wrap up episode 8.
The happy birthday edition.
Yeah, the happy
right.
birthday edition. Happy birthday to all parties involved. And Nyree, thank you for coming on. And we could give you and your son the last word.
All right. You have a last word? Be well. Stay safe.
Be well, stay safe.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.